Mama's girl, I don't want you on camera. It's early in the morning. This little one is alive and well. You can probably tell it's early in the morning because I am like done. Like I'm like at a 0 right now. But I thought that since she was up and, you know, chilling, this would be a good time to film my baby story, my pregnancy story. And hopefully while I'm filming, she goes to sleep, but most likely she won't. But you see all this red stuff? Because she's scratching me. I clipped her nails not too long ago and they're growing back like she gets it from her dad. So it all started last year, 2017 in September. My birthday is September 24th. Last year I turned 22. And about 10 days before my birthday, my boyfriend and I got together. We became boyfriend and girlfriend. I was basically living with him by freaking... His birthday is October 22nd, so I would say we was living together by like October 14th. Spoiler alert, nobody told me anything, you know. I wasn't stupid, like I'm not dumb, but getting pregnant never crossed my mind. So for anybody out there who is thinking about living with a guy, thinking about living with a girl, a woman, a man, whatever you want to call yourself, hold on, let me put her down. No, because she's not gonna like it. Bruh. Anybody out there who is thinking about living with someone of the opposite sex and you're young and you're not thinking about getting pregnant, you might get pregnant. It's a high possibility if you're engaging in intercourse that you might get pregnant. I personally did not think anything about getting pregnant. I was super careful about like my ovulating stuff. I never thought that that would happen or whatever. Aww. Yeah, it never crossed my mind. And nobody said anything to me about it too until the weekend that I got pregnant. So anyway, me and him started living together. We went to the Eagles. His brother bought him Eagles tickets for his birthday. Me and him went to the Eagles game and such things. Come on. We was just having fun, like, you know, whatever. I had never been on birth control before, ever. And since me and him was living together, I'm thinking like, you know, be responsible, get on birth control. Mama's girls. So pretty. You wanna talk to the animals? Okay, we'll see how long that lasts. So, I had never been on birth control, but now I, for one, am, my menstrual cycle hits me hard. Like, the mood swings or whatever, they be there. Me and PMS is here. Mama. So me and PMS is like one and the same. Like, we're best friends. When I was on those birth control pills, for the 5 days that I was on those birth control pills, I was the worst person in the world. I was unbearable. It was the worst. So I ended up getting off the birth control pills after 5 days, and lo and behold, I got pregnant. When my boyfriend and I were talking about like the pregnancy or whatever, he ordered pregnancy tests on December 26th. They came on the 28th from Amazon or whatever. It was 20 pregnancy tests in a pack. I took about 15 of them. The first pregnancy test was negative. We was like, woohoo. And then the next ones were just positive. There was no negatives after the first negative or whatever. At first, when we found out that I was pregnant, we talked about getting an abortion or whatever. I had made the appointment, like the consultation with Planned Parenthood. Like, I went there, did the whole thing with that, but that's a whole nother story or whatever. So anyway, I went to Planned Parenthood for the consultation. I had set up the date for my abortion. I think it was like January 10th it was supposed to be, my abortion was supposed to be scheduled for, but his sister ended up having a party for her birthday on December 31st for New Year's or whatever, and we went to the party, and I don't know what happened at the party, but something like clicked or whatever, and I'm like, you know, I'm keeping this baby, like, we're keeping the baby, like, we're keeping the baby. I didn't go to the doctor until I was 13 weeks. I knew I was pregnant at like 5.5 weeks, and yeah, This one was born on August 19th of 2017. I love her so much. Anybody who is thinking about living with their significant other, take precautions, be protective, protect yourself. Also, like, STDs or whatever are out there. Like, come on, baby. Make sure you know who you're having sex with or whatever. The person who I ended up having my baby with, our baby with, we're now married. I'm a wife, a mom, all in the span of like no time at all. It's just crazy. Birth control, I'm not advocating birth control. Like, you do what you want with your body or whatever, but for me, birth control just didn't work out. My emotion, like, I feel like me and estrogen are like just not friends. Like, we're just not. Like, last year when I started living with my boyfriend, I was 22. So I, for all intents and purposes, was grown. Like, I had lived with my mom my whole life. All right, baby. I had lived with my mom. All right, she's finally asleep and I needed my glasses. Yes, they're broke. But anyway, I was 22. For all intents and purposes, I was quote unquote grown, but I had lived with my mom my whole life. I had no real reason to adult. I had no intentions of adulting anytime soon. I had no responsibilities. I didn't want any responsibilities. I was chilling. I was fine. But when you go out and get a boyfriend or you get a girlfriend and you move in together, now you're an adult. And you do adult things. You have sex. You might get pregnant. And if you get pregnant, then you're really going to have to adult. So my advice to anybody out there watching this video, whether you are like wanting a boyfriend, whether you are wanting a girlfriend, whether you're thinking about moving in, whether you're a significant other at a young age, or if you're just not thinking about pregnancy, and if also you had never really had any real responsibility, babies are a responsibility. Now, I'm not going to be super whatever and say like it's the hardest thing in the world, because it's not really the hardest thing in the world, but at a certain time it will be a hard thing, because she'll get older. Like, she'll, even right now, like, she's a little older, she's a little bit more perceptive, she's way more alert than she was when she was a newborn. So it's like I have to be there for her. I have to be her role model, and that is the hard part in my opinion. Like, formula is expensive, but I breastfed for a couple months, so I held that off for as long as I could. But like, that's not the hard part in my opinion. The hard part is rearranging your life for this new life. So essentially what I'm trying to say at this point is that when you don't have anybody looking up to you, it's hard to go from that to now having somebody looking up to you. Like, I have to be the best person I could possibly be all the time, 24/7, especially as she gets older, because she's going to look at me and try to emulate the things that I do, if that makes sense. Me, I'm selfish. I don't have any problem admitting that I'm selfish, and it wasn't hard for me to adjust to not being selfish. Like, my everything goes to her. But for some of you out there, it might be hard. It's just a lot of responsibility. That's not to say that you'll never have a super life having a baby. That's not to say that babies ruin your life, because in my opinion they don't. Like, she's one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me. I love her to death. I would do anything for her. But at the same time, had I had more insight on getting pregnant, would I have put it off longer? Of course. It is a lot, especially as a mother. It's also hard living with somebody at a young age. Like, if you have brothers, then you'll know what it's like to live with a boy as a female. If you have sisters, you'll kind of know what it's like to live with a female as a guy. But when you actually are involved with somebody, in a relationship with somebody, and you live with them, that's a bit much as well. So you don't have to rush being in a relationship. You don't have to rush living with somebody. You don't have to rush getting married. You don't have to rush having a baby. You're 20 and younger, or, you know, even if you're 30, you have time. That's all I wanted to say. You have time. Just chill. Just relax. Being in a relationship is not all it's cracked up to be. Guys are annoying. Females are annoying. Everybody's annoying. Everybody is freaking annoying. If you guys want to see anything else, like if you have any questions, if you have any other things you want to know, like about the whole abortion thing, or about my labor, or about my pregnancy, like the 9 months I was pregnant, or anything else about relationships, about love, feel free to ask. Follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram. I hope you guys liked this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hopefully the next time I'm on the cam, it won't be super early in the morning and I'll have more energy. So yeah, I love you guys. See ya.